Okay. What I had to do is I finally got it out. I had to tear that part, the plastic out, just to get this thing out. Once I got that piece, it let me loosen up enough to bend these sides in. So of course I knew I couldn't use this. So what I did is I took the old one out of my old Firefly, and I was just leaving this one as is. This cap is still fine if I ever need to replace it, but I'm just gonna take this and throw it in. So yeah, that part broke, so I'm a little pissed, but good thing is it's just cosmetic. You know. So let's try this again. So the way that this works is this is gonna go in here like that. So that pokes out of the back there. Because this is the front of it, this is the back, which is going to be facing the blaster, and you want it to come out this way. I had it the other way around, and that's where I screwed up. I put it in this way, and I should have known by, you can't do it. I hammered it in, which was wrong. So that's going to go in like that. It's pretty loose. You want it to be loose. And then I'm going to put this back together again. Let's see here. Like that. This is going to go right in there. Feed that down while I'm putting this down. And we should be golden. There we go. Let's see. So when this is all together, that's press on the back of the spring there, and that's inside this tube. So that's what you want. All right. I don't know why it's not staying. Oh, the cap isn't all the way on. Perfect. Okay. All right, what's the next step? Let's see here. This show. So then you're going to take this and this side and see what this hole is. I believe I'm going to put in right there. That way or the other way? Yeah, that way. Just like that, so it can go like that. It'll be loose for a second before it's tied in with everything else. And when you put it on this side, when it's closed, it'll stay right there, go up and down. It's part of the loading mechanism. You're gonna take the other side, this one. And you're actually going to take, is it this piece? Yeah, this piece. And you're going to want to put the O-ring around it with a little bit of lithium grease. O-ring. Right around there like that. I'm just going to put a little bit because this seems pretty... I mean, the O-ring fits really good in there. Grease. What the hell? My cap for this broke in half. How does that work? Alright. It's all odd. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the ring here. Just enough to circle it around once. A little bit more. That's enough. You don't need too much because it doesn't even say you need any. So, oh, a little bit's fine. Okay. And this is when you take this piece. This piece is going to go right there. There, I believe. And I believe it's that single little one, that real tiny one, real tiny screw. Screwdriver. Okay. It's a little loose. Let me see. There we go. So that's in there like that. Oh, wait. This right? Yeah, that's right. Beforehand, in the other version, it had like a little piece of plastic right here. This one doesn't, so maybe that's part of the thing that they fixed. Put that down. You're going to get your plunger tube, and this goes into the plunger tube. Or it should. There we go. It's a nice solid seal right there. Put that down. Actually, we'll leave it halfway out. Okay, the next step is taking this guy, this metal kind of flimsy bar. And you're going to take this shell, you're going to put this guy, which way is it? Basically inside here. Make sure that's in there. There we go. And let's see, I know this is supposed to go over here somewhere. You want to make sure that it's on this side of this section right here, on both sides. Okay. gonna put that down for a second. You're gonna take this guy and this guy. And you're gonna put this down since it doesn't fill the whole thing. And I believe you're gonna put it just like there. It kind of goes along a bit. These grooves right here. You just leave it like that. And then into the shell it goes, I believe. Actually, I kind of want to bend this a little bit. Bend this out a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put this over here so you can see it better. This part's a little tricky. So you're gonna take this assembly and pull this spring back kinda. And this is you're gonna want this to go in this part basically. This thing is really strong. Ow. So how is this supposed to go? Let me actually take this out for a second, because I can't see anything. Well, can't take that out. I'll make sure that lines up. Because you want on just the edge of this. Ow. You gotta be really careful because this spring is nuts strong. Ridiculously strong. Oh, stay in there. I want to raise it just a little bit. There we go. There, that's how it's supposed to look. And the spring basically rests against this. It has holes. I don't know why. I don't remember drilling or screwing into it, so we'll see, but I don't think you need to do anything with that. And then on to the next step. And you can test it too. Make sure that has like a spring to it because of that. So it's pretty set in there. And you're gonna look on the other side and see this tab that will go in and out this way. You're going to take your actual plunger tube. You're going to put another O-ring over that. So see, it's really loose. Let's try again. I'm trying to form it all the way around, like inside that groove as much as possible. All you have to do is put pressure on it, just go like this. When you first put on, do both fingers, and then just, when you get the slack, just push it down. And then of course, a little bit of grease down there, just to make everything smooth. Rub all that in. Again, you don't need a lot, just enough to cover it. That should be enough. Yeah. Then you're going to set that into the tube, which should be interesting since it's down in there now. I'll lift it up just a smidge, just enough to get it in there. After it's in there, then it's fine. There we go. Put that back in. All right. And the next step, get these pieces out of the way. Anything underneath this? No. Okay. Actually, you're going to want to push that all the way in as much as possible. So as you can see, when you push this in, that will be pushed down. And it'll lock. You see that the plunger tube is all the way in there. Then you're going to take this little guy here. This is technically your catch. But as you see, there's no catch spring for it. Well, there is, but it's very different. It's this guy. So let's see, I believe, put that in there. And this is going to go right in here. It's a weird design, but I think it actually works better than most setups for Springer blasters. Let's put this in first. Yeah, so I'm supposed to rest halfway in, because the other side, once it's on, it'll complete the other side, of course. And then this has kind of like a rounded side and a straight flat side. And of course, the rounded side is going to go towards the spring, where it's going to be over here. Yeah. And this is the spring and the trigger. So first you're going to take this guy, his little rubber ring. He's going to go in the front into this part right here. I almost need to put on my pinky. Does it need to go in all the way or just enough? Yeah. So a little bit can be out like that. That's fine. Then you're gonna take your trigger and spring. You're gonna put it in. Basically, you're gonna go right in there. Whoop. I didn't even see that. It's extra material. There we go. That'll set right in there real nice. It actually fits ridiculously well in there. And that spring, it's not resting against anything yet. Like it's not, usually when you put in a spring for the trigger, you almost have to compress it in to get it in. This one's loose, but it stays there, which is really nice. Because when you put the other half on, it will complete this. And then when you pull the trigger, of course, it'll work. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, wait, I wonder, hold on. Ah, I see. Okay, screwed up a little bit. Nothing too major though. This little flap I have to take off and re-put on. Because remember I told you that this used to have a little plastic piece for the spring there to rest against. That's what that piece is. The problem is that this video is for the other one, so it doesn't show it. So that basically goes right there. And then that's gonna go right on top again. Whoop. And that's gonna go right back. Of course, before you tighten it all the way, make sure that stays in place. I'll even tilt it down so it has gravity working with it. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. That's an easy fix, thank God. Oh, this guy came out. Okay. Moving on. If I would have done those two things right, it would have been a lot easier process. Okay, I'm gonna put this one to the side. And I believe at this point is when we put this guy in. Yeah. So I'm just lining up this hole on the other side. I don't know why this keeps coming apart. Very strange. Let's see. Take this out for a second. I do not understand why that's loose in there. There's no reason it should be. Before I hammer it in, let me put the spring back in. Oh, need to put the pump on, that would help. Okay. Yeah, why is this not? I don't get it. Oh, I think I know why. This actually needs to go in here. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. No, that's not right, because you have to... Is there space there? I can't see. Jesus. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. Where's my electric tape? Because whenever a barrel doesn't fit, that's what you gotta do. Just wrap the end. Probably one lap around. I don't know why it's loose. Before it was working. Let's see now. Where's There we go. There's a little tape sticking out, but who cares? All right, next step. Oh, we gotta put the spring in. And I'm gonna go with this one first. Just make sure everything works. Take this catch up just for a second. Push this all the way back to that wall in there. Okay. Actually, I want the end of this to go back here. Because there's a wall right there and you want it to stay there. So let's see. This back in. What do you do there? Okay, then you're gonna put the other shell on. And to help you, you can use this bar that came with it. Because, like the spring right now, I'm holding it down because it will move. And of course, that came out. Make sure that's in there pretty well. I'm going to try to put on the front first. This part needs to stay right there for a second at least. Let's do this. Just hold it down just for a second. Put that in again. I'm just going to use a little bit of tape just to hold that piece to that piece because it keeps falling. I need to hold other things. Well, the less things I have to worry about holding and closing, the better. I'm not going to put on the inside, I'm going to put on the outside. Just like that. It's just enough. Alright, let's try that again. Put the spring back in. And the catch right there. Hold that down. not sure which way this is supposed to be at the moment. Actually, maybe I want to do it from the back first, just to relieve the stress on the spring back here without breaking my fingers. Okay, let's see here. I got the back pretty much. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to take that piece off now. And this bar, I'm trying to remember, is going this side or that side? I always forget. I know it goes right there. Oh, so it does go on this. Where did it go though? I kind of want to put a screw in this, but I don't know which ones to go where. I actually can get it pretty easily. A lot easier than the old one. What the hell is that? Ah, okay. Okay. Next one is we're taking these guys with the round heads. Gonna put one here in the butt and the stock right there, and one in the handle, just to make sure that it stays, closed. And then you can pretty much put the rest in. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna guess this for both sides. So we already got 3. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are going to have to use those. But for now, I'm just going to flip it over and do the same ones over here. Are there some ones over here? Oh, no. They're all on the one side. Yeah, why would they be on two sides? Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Alright, let's get all the screws in here. And then we're finally on to the ending of it. Because it has been a journey. That's for sure. And you want to make sure these are in pretty tight because it is holding all the parts together. So in these, you're going to use all 9 of the round tipped ones. And I also noticed that when you put this shell, this half of the shell on, that has that piece that we had the tape on right here, make sure that this part is down and this part is up because you need this below this guy because that's where we attach the priming bar. Basically, it's going to go like that once we're all set and ready to go with it. And I already noticed one good thing. The trigger, if you saw my last comparison with the original Firefly, it has a little bump on it. And in the instructions, you actually have to sand that off. They fixed this trigger to where you don't have to do that. It didn't come with any of that, so it's real easy to press. I mean, it might be tough because of the spring in there, but other than that, you know, not really an issue. All right. Okay, one right in the center there. There you go. Let's see. Take that out for a second. Yep. All right, last part is the priming bar. We're going to use, I believe, 4 of these guys. So they do give you extra screws, which is pretty nice. One of the big ones, 2 of those, if you have any problems. So you're going to line up with the groove of this. You can always adjust it. And you're going to line up with those 2 as well. That looks pretty good. I usually put 2 in just by hand, a little bit first, and then I can always tighten it after. Or not. There we go. All right. And what's cool is this priming bar, it's not on both sides, it's just this side. So if you ever have a problem with it, you don't need to undo two, like the, was it the Retaliator and the Long Shot and Long Strike. And these are pretty small as is, but they hold it pretty dang well in here. It's pretty tight. And it being, it's not aluminum, I don't know what it is, but it's really tough metal. So it'd be really hard to break it. All right. Alright, there's that one and the last one. Whoop, come on. I'm actually going to use my electric screwdriver. Let's see, do I have a bit anywhere? Just even. Let me go find it really quick. I got one over here. At least I believe it's over here. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Oh no, not that one. Yeah, that one. Very strange. Oh, I had it coming out instead of going in. All right, that's solid. Now the moment of truth. Where'd that guy come from? Oh, forgot to screw one up here. Let's do that real quick. So I already noticed that the prime isn't that strong compared to the other one. Probably because in my original one I had this one. So I could switch it out. I may. I don't know. We'll see how hard this one shoots first. Get the chronograph out here and put one over. There we go. So as you see, when you prime it, this comes down to basically empty a shell. Or actually, no. To load another shell, rather. And when you prime it, it should... That's pretty good, yeah. Okay. I'll do some empty shells first just to show you guys how it shoots out and stuff. So what you can do is you can load it in here. I don't know why, but this part's always difficult. There we go. There we go, there's one. There's two. We'll do three. So when you push them down, they go in. And then the curve of this holds them down. So let's prime it. Shell goes in, goes up. There we go. I have to do that a little bit faster. There we go. So yeah, that's how it works. What the hell? Why did this come out? That got loose. Let's see here. Get a little mallet. There we go. All right, let's blow some darts into the shells. I'll get the chronograph there. So you just gotta put it in just like that. And these are pretty snug in here. You do want to push it all the way to the back of it, like that. There we go, we got three. So it's loading up. Come on. Ow, finger. Oh, I didn't have it pulled all the way forward, that's why. There we go. All right, let me get the chronograph. Turn that guy on, we're gonna prime it. All right. Why no work? There we go. I don't know why this is coming out. I do not get this. Something's getting stuck and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Because see, that is supposed to go right in there and it's getting caught on something. There we go. But then this comes out, so what the hell? There's always something with this blaster. Let's see. It's almost like the shell is hitting this tube instead of going inside of it. And I have no idea why. And then it just pulls it out. Like, what the fuck? It's ridiculous. Let's see here. If I hold this up, bring on this down. Oh, that's not gonna work. Maybe I have to put tape on that thing. Jesus. Everything's loose in this kit. I mean, the good thing about putting electric tape on is you can always take it off. Alright, let's try this. Of course, why would it go through that one now? Can't even do that. Jesus. Let's try it again. And now this isn't working, of course. Why would anything not work? There we go. There's one. There's two. All right, let's try this again. Ha! Fine. This is BS, man. This really pissed me off. It's almost like they fixed that one problem too well. Nope. There we go. Finally. All right. Let's try this again. Jesus Christ. Well, I think this video is long enough. Jesus. I'm going to cut it here because I don't know what the is wrong with this thing. I'll figure it out and do an update on it tomorrow. And then we'll put all the accessories and stuff on it too. All right. See you guys in the next one. If you have any comments, let me know. Please like, follow, and share. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.